Hello, everybody, and welcome to Courtside at Southern New Hampshire University. John Collins with Tom King, and we're minutes away from the state championship game in girls Division I basketball for the state title here in New Hampshire. SNHU, our fine hosts, have put us right on the table, across from the scorer's table. Tom, couldn't have a better seat.
I got here first. I put us at this table.
All right. I thought this guy did.
No, he always does.
Our producer, Pete Johnson, to my left.
The only thing he doesn't get us is food and lodging, but we got to work on that.
Oh, well, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you get that at the Super Bowl. So
this is going to be, a lot of people think, okay, BG beat Bedford, clear path, right?
Yeah, like that was the championship game in the semifinal. It felt like it.
Pinkerton, it felt like it, and you know what? They had to get rid of that feeling pretty fast. Pinkerton is a very good basketball team, and it's not the greatest matchup for BG because Pinkerton's got size. They've got Brooke Kane, who's very, very good inside, a 6-footer. Expect them to go to try to pound the ball down to her a lot in this basketball game. Also, Amanda Lemire, one of the best guards in the state. This is a very tenacious team. I saw them lose by 12 to Bishop Guertin on the last game of the regular season. And I think Pinkerton had just kind of hit a regular season wall at that point. BG had taken over in the third quarter with their press, and they made a couple comebacks, but I think they just ran out of gas. They're fired up today. They're not going to run out of gas in this basketball game.
You made a comment to me that if Bishop Guertin won the state championship this year, even though Brad Crick's already won 2 championships in a row in his first 2 years as the BG head coach, you said you think he's a candidate for Coach of the Year in New Hampshire.
Well, I think he would be because of what he's done. I mean, he's only got one senior out there.
One senior,
Caroline Hoffer, who's really, they wouldn't be here without her.
Right,
so,
especially the second half.
Right, I mean, look, the players win the championship, but what Brad did, and this is always, for us as fans, it was tough to see because it screwed up the seedings. Usually you think there's going to be BG and Bedford in the finals. Well, the reason it's not this year is the reason they played in the semis is Brad and the administration scheduled a lot of tough out-of-state games.
Connecticut, right?
Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts.
Yep.
And they lost them all.
And they counted them in the standings.
Well, they count in the standings in New Hampshire now.
Yeah.
They didn't 5, 6 years ago. They wouldn't count. But I think that's the way to go because then you play to win. So, that kind of
So BG ended up the 5 seed.
But you know what? It really helped them. It really, I have to admit it really did. I thought maybe they overdid it, maybe play 2 or 3 instead of 4 or 5, but they have 4 losses out of state.
Yeah.
And they finished the regular season with 13-5, but it worked. It got him here. He thinks that's what helped him beat Bedford the second time. And will it help win him a championship? We'll see.
I don't know if Tim upstairs got a shot at Brad Crick over there, but I'm going to say this again. He looks a lot calmer than I feel about the call the championship game.
Brad Creek is always a calm guy. He's a hockey guy.
Yeah.
He played at Brown. He played some minor league hockey. Hockey guys off the ice, they're always calm, cool, collected.
Yeah.
He's the same way.
Right.
He's intense once the game gets going. Believe me, but he's
Oh, he's
media savvy.
Is that his kid right there?
I don't know.
It must be.
He's media savvy, and he's done a great job. He's a great story because a friend of his asked him to help out in the youth basketball in Nashville. Just, can you help us out, Coach? I needed another adult. They're looking for bodies. They don't need people with basketball knowledge a lot. They learn on the fly, but they're looking for bodies to help, help with the kids. So Brad did it, and he took to it. He took the basketball.
How about that?
And he took the coaching baskall, and then he got involved with BG and their team as an assistant coach, and now
I know he's got Christy Hayner and Kyle Tave over there to help him out.
He's got 2 solid assistants,
strategists
who really, and you know what, they work together great. And Guertin couldn't be luckier to have the staff they have. And same thing. Hey, look, Lanny Buskey is a very good coach at Pinkerton Academy. She's very good, and she's great with the media as well. And it's just 2 good coaches at this game, and there's a lot of good coaches who aren't at this game. So, but you build a program. That's how you win in girls basketball. You have to build a program. They've done it in Hollis now. 2 straight finals appearances, 1 title. Bob Murphy, congratulations. He's got himself a championship at Hollis, the first time ever in girls basketball. I think Guertin, would love to get another one here today. Especially after beating Bedford. We'll see.
We're moments away from the tip-off of the state championship game between Bishop Guertin and Pinkerton. But first, we'll check in with BG head coach Brad Crick. Hello, everybody, and welcome to pregame for the state championship. It's about to be Bishop Guertin against Pinkerton for the state championship in 2018. We're with Brad Crick, the third-year head coach of Bishop Guertin, who is going for only his 3rd championship in 3 years. And people must ask you about that all the time.
They do, but again, I was just telling the other guys, we're just focused on today. 2 years ago was 2 years ago. Last year was last year. Today's an entirely different proposition. Playing a great Pinkerton team. We've told the girls the last couple days it's going to take our best effort over the year to try to get a W.
Brad, that semifinal game, the win over Bedford by 2 points, 52-50, that was an outstanding game. Had the feel of a championship game. So the cautionary tale is that you don't want the girls to feel a letdown in any way in the championship game, right? Because Pinkerton's coming for them. Yeah,
there's no question. I'd be surprised if we let down. The kids are ready to go. It took a lot of energy to, get past that semifinal game, obviously. But, we've had 2 days to prepare. They got a good night's sleep last night. We had a really good practice yesterday. And this is not the type that's going to, let the opportunity go by. Who knows how the ball's going to bounce, but I'm pretty sure they'll be ready to play, and they'll leave it all out on the floor.
Carolyn Hoffer playing in her final game as a Bishop Guertin basketball player. Tremendous in the second half of the semifinal game. Did that surprise you?
Not a bit. She's been that way for 4 years. We needed her to step up and kind of take the bull by the horns on Thursday night, and it didn't surprise me a bit. Awfully pleased about it, but really didn't surprise me. And she's just such a great kid. She got 2 state championships under her belt. She had a lot of experience on this floor and in that kind of a situation. And, she did what pretty much she's done for 4 years and what we expected her to do in the big moment.
Well, no matter what happens tonight, you've had a tremendous season. I know you guys want to win it all. So thank you for taking us along the way, and good luck tonight.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thanks for all your support throughout the year. It means a lot.
Brad Crick, the head coach of Bishop Guertin, who is about to play for another state championship here at Southern New Hampshire University.
All right, that's Brad Crick with all the things you need to know about this game. We've given you a lot. So now it's up to you guys at home. Sit back, enjoy the game. We'll be right back with the tip-off for the Division I Girls State Basketball Championship. Pinkerton Academy against Bishop Guertin right after this.
The New Hampshire Interscholastic Athletic Association presents the Life of an Athlete program.
Hi, I'm Morgan Andrews. I play at the University of Notre Dame, and I believe in the Life of an Athlete program.
My name is Corey Hassan, and I believe in the importance of Life of an Athlete program.
I'm Kevin Nolan. I play for the New Hampshire Fisher Cats, and I believe in the importance of Life of an Athlete program.
My name is Kamala Reyes, and what I do every day is just living the life of the athlete.
Learn more at loanh.org.
Hello everyone and welcome to Southern New Hampshire University. For today's championship game, it is Championship Saturday, March 10 of 2018. I'm John Collins along with Tom King, and we have our ace camera crew, Tim O'Neill, Frank Wallant, along with executive producer Pete Johnson.
Should be a good one, John.
I've got a dose of March gladness to be courtside here, Tom. We had a tremendous semifinal game. Bishop Guertin defeating Bedford, ending Bedford's quest for an undefeated season. In their 20th game, BG won by 2 points, 52-50. This feels like a rematch from recent days because it is. These two teams played the very last game of the regular season for Bishop Guertin on February 23rd, and BG took it by 12 points, 65-53. Of course, this is a different stage, a different animal altogether. As we tip off at center court, Carolyn Hoffer wins the tip to Erin Carney, who will ball handle to the left. 8-minute quarters in New Hampshire high school girls and boys basketball. We are in the state championship game. The first shot by Erin Carney, off to the left, rebound by Pinkerton. Brooke Kane, 6 feet, junior, forward, pulls that rebound down. And the ball handler, Amanda Lemire, who will do most of the ball handling for Pinkerton in this game, passes underneath to Sydney Lassard, who gets fouled from behind, non-shooting foul, first team foul against Bishop Guertin. SNHU with these great scoreboards to keep track of individual scoring as well as the team score and the team fouls, so we'll pass along the information immediately that way. First shot of the game for Pinkerton is in and out, so both teams have taken a shot. Both teams have missed early. Ava Owens goes back to Hannah Muchmore. Muchmore to Carney. Carolyn Hoffer out there with Bree Wilcox. It is Pinkerton in the red and white. Very similar color scheme to Bedford. That might have been a deflected shot. It never did catch any rim. And rebound by Pinkerton's Madison Mahoney. Good defense. Taking it away, Erin Carney. Up with it and no good. Sticking right with her was Amanda Lemire. Despite the steal, she did not commit a foul and was able to put on the pressure. The putback and still no baskets. Great opportunity for Pinkerton there. Brooke Kane was right underneath. Ava Owens gets called for the charge. That might be a situation where you got a taller player knocking down a smaller player and it looks bad, but I don't know about that call, a charge. The defensive player clearly was not set. They were both moving, but always a subjective call, whether it is a blocking foul or a charge. No points yet. Opening quarter of the state championship game here on March 10, 2018. Ava Owens with the good hands. Steals it, goes up, and got fouled that time. Ava Owens so good on defense, and those long strides. She can finish off a layup like nobody else on the court, and she goes to the line. Just a sophomore, number 11. Ava Owens was a star in the semifinal game as well. So she's at the free throw line. This could be the first point for either team. And it is. It climbs up over the rim and in. 1-0. BG is on the board. The Cardinals playing in their 22nd game of the season. If you count the playoff games, they won 3. They took on South in the preliminary game, then Merrimack, and then Bedford before they earned their way here to the state championship game. Ava made them both. 2-0. Bishop Guertin on top. Got to keep heads up here courtside because a ball could come flying over the table at any moment. That's how close we are. 3-point attempt, that's short. It looked like Caroline Hoffer might have got a piece of it. Bounce pass, Caroline saves it. And Hannah Muchmore saved it and knocked out of bounds by Pinkerton's Alicia D'Onofrio. Alicia D'Onofrio with the good hands there, but how about 2 or 3 saves in a row by Bishop Guertin, so they didn't throw it out of bounds and throw this opportunity away. Hard screen set there by Ava Owens. Some of the Pinkerton fans thought maybe it was a foul. Missed shot by Muchmore. Down court, D'Onofrio kicks it outside. The shot by Lessard. No, she decides not to shoot it. Perimeter passes. Now a 3-point attempt. High arcer there by Amanda Lemire. Seemed to be adjusting her plexiglass face shield. Might have distracted her a bit. Carolyn Hoffer will launch a 3, and she hits it. Bishop Guertin may not be known for their long-range shooting, but don't tell that to Carolyn Hoffer. She's been deadly from the 3-point range in the semifinal and now in the final games here at Southern New Hampshire University. A 5-0 lead, reminiscent of the Cardinals' 5-0 lead over Bedford in the semis. And just like Bedford did with Mia Roy, the point guard for Pinkerton, Amanda Lemire comes roaring back for 2. So it's a 5-2 game. In the corner, Ava Owens with it. We've played 2.5 minutes into this one. Erin Carney, Bree Wilcox throws it up off the glass, no good. Rebound, out of bounds. Great effort. Bree Wilcox, number 23 for the Cardinals. Great player. She fouled out of the semifinal game. She got 5 fouls. On replay, watching the 5th foul, the first foul was questionable. She blocked a shot on a lay-in, a drive to the basket that I thought she got all ball. When she fouled out, on replay, it looked like Mia Roy just tripped over her own feet, and Bree Wilcox got called for a foul for being guilty of being in the neighborhood. So kind of unfairness there for Bree Wilcox, who did foul out of that game, but credit her teammates for pulling through, winning the game 52-50 to get here. And Bree Wilcox lives to fight another day along with her Bishop Guertin teammates. So taking a bit of a breather, Erin Carney walked that one up the court. Lemire right in her face. Addie Smith fires it Muchmore, try to catch and bounce pass. A kickball is called on Pinkerton. Bishop Guertin went with a full court press that gave Bedford fits in the semifinal. Look for them to do more of the same on defense. Right now, it's a question of penetrating the one-on-one play. Addie Smith for 3, left it short. Carolyn Hoffer nearly got to it, but it's out of bounds on the air ball. 3:33 remaining first quarter, and it's a 5-2 BG lead. A rough start shooting for both teams with the exception of Carolyn Hoffer's pure three-point shot. Stolen, Hannah Muchmore coming back, finds Hoffer, tipped, she saves it, and nice alley-oop pass to Kearney, cross court. Muchmore thought about shooting, kind of a floater, doesn't go, and we have got a foul over the top on Muchmore, trying to get the offensive rebound. Third foul on Bishop Guertin as a team, only one team foul on the Astros. Pinkerton and Bishop Guertin did meet once before in a state's final game. It was in 2006, back when they called it Class L, and Pinkerton won that state championship in 2006 by a whopping 42-24 over Bishop Guertin. Of course, there's no remnants of either of those teams' players here, and the first three-pointer made by Pinkerton. It's number 3, Brooke Kane. Nothing but net, and we've got a tie game, 5-5. Hopper fakes the shot and the drive and hands it off to Muchmore. Finds a seam, Hannah goes up and gets it! Hannah Muchmore, brilliant play. That court vision to notice the seam in the defense and exploits it, goes all the way to the basket, draws the contact, and gets it to go. So just when Pinkerton expended a tremendous amount of energy tying the game at 5, Bishop Guertin could take a 3-point lead again here if Hannah can hit her free throw and make it 8-5. She does. So Pinkerton will inbound it. Madison Mahoney to Cindy Lessard, back to Mahoney, and Lessard playing some catch. They get it up on ahead to Lemire. Amanda, bounce pass underneath, off the glass, no good. Great setup for Jesse Ames, and Pinkerton gets the ball back. They get the loose ball. Ames gives it to Kane, behind the back, driving, off the glass, draws the foul. Mismatch in height there as Kane drove to the basket. She's listed at 6 feet tall, and Elizabeth Croak for Bishop Guertin is 5'5", so giving up some height there, and bumped Kane as she went to the basket. Brooke Kane's got a hot hand right now. She's hit a three-pointer. Nothing but net on the free throw, and it's a 2-point game, 1-possession game. Brooke Kane perfect on those free throws, 8-7. Hannah Muchmore with her head up, coming down court. Under 2 minutes left, first quarter in the state championship game 2018. Muchmore going for the basket, gets fouled. She got double teamed. You could just about take your pick on who to call the foul on. And they'll call it on Amanda Lemire. I believe that's her second foul. That's a concern for Pinkerton, as she is considered one of the Astros' best players, and they don't want to get her in foul trouble. Muchmore, a little ticked off that she missed first free throw in a while. She's good at the stripe. Trying to give BG a 2-point lead here. And in and out. Ava Owens, jump ball. Possession arrow, Pinkerton. Good offensive rebound. Actually, Aaliyah. That was Aaliyah Foreman. Ava Owens on the bench. Aaliyah Foreman with a great offensive rebound there to force the jump ball. Now the full court press again. It gave Bedford fits in the semis. And Pinkerton manages to get the ball into the forecourt. 3-point attempt from the corner. Aaliyah Foreman, another big rebound. Erin Kearney takes it into the right corner. Up top, Addie Smith cutting through the paint. Drew some contact, no call. Lemire grabs it. Amanda Lemire on the point for Pinkerton. Kane driving, kicks it out. In the corner, another open three. Off the glass, around the rim, and no good. Addie Smith with her head up. Erin Kearney nearly lost the handle, knocked out of bounds by Madison Mahoney of Pinkerton. But it will be BG's ball to inbound. Ava Owens checking back into the game with Bree Wilcox. Carolyn Hoffer and Addie Smith will take a rest. Brad Creek keeping the troops fresh here in the first quarter. Rapid substitutions. Bree Wilcox traveled, took a step, a little bit of an indecision there, and it cost her. 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 8-7, Bishop Guertin with the narrowest of leads. Pinkerton's played them tough in the opening 8 minutes. Lanier driving, stopped by Carney. Looking to hand it off, finds him, Kane, Brooke Kane up top, driving, 2 long strides, and Ava Owens stayed right with her. But Pinkerton wins back the loose ball. Another bite at the apple here with 22 seconds remaining, and the Astros draw a foul. That is only the 4th or 5th team foul against BG, so there's no free throws to go with that. Non-shooting foul. 22 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Elizabeth Croak comes out, and Aria O'Connell, seeing her first action, comes into the game, number 5 for BG. The inbounds play, the turnaround doesn't go, and good work. You've got to say Jessie Ames earned those 2 chances as she got loose for the inbound pass and then worked for the offensive rebound. Bishop Guertin giving up some key rebounds here late, some second chances for Pinkerton late in the first quarter, I should say. As first free throw missed by Jessie Ames, 5'9". She's a sophomore. A lot of young talent on both teams. Only 2 seniors for Pinkerton. Only 1 senior, Carolyn Hoffer for Bishop Guertin. Ames hits her second free throw, and we're tied at 8. 8-8 in a hard-fought, defensive-minded first quarter. Carney driving, kicks it out. O'Connell. 5 seconds to go. Owens draws all kinds of contact, and there's another charge called against Ava Owens. The second time they've called a charge against Ava. And Brad Creek is going to dispute that call. He saw some movement on the player that blocked Ava's path, but the officials did not see it that way. And so Pinkerton ball with 4 seconds left, stolen by Erin Carney. She's got a chance to throw it up. She does, it would count, and she hits it! It's a 3-point basket for Erin Carney. I had to stop myself from clapping. I mean, that was a tremendous play to steal. The presence of mind to know she had time, and to find the rim somehow amid the chaos and throw it in. Erin Carney with the shot of the game so far gives BG the lead with 0.1 second left in the first quarter. 11 for Bishop Guertin, 8 for Pinkerton. Wow, what an 8 minutes.
Yeah, I could see that long pass wasn't going to work because Guertin had it defended pretty well. But I thought Carney had taken a little bit too much time.
As did I.
And boy, you know, I'm right below the basket. I saw it coming, and I said, that looks pretty good if it doesn't hit the back rim. And it sure did.
It rattled home. What a shot. How did she find the rim in all that chaos?
I don't know. There's a lot of chaos going on, John. One of the reasons is Guertin is definitely going to the hoop. They're not holding back. They're not going to pass the ball 20 times and then take an outside shot. They're going right to the basket. That is key. And what it's done is, it's one of the reasons why Ava Owens has 2 fouls. You know, they're not giving her much room.
We got a good look at the back of the uniform jersey. Carolyn Hoffer in front of us says duty, honor, country. The military theme. Tom actually wrote about it earlier in the season.
No, I didn't write about it.
You didn't write about it,
no.
You talked about it.
Brad told me about it a couple weeks ago, but I haven't had time to really catch up with it.
So the Army or the military slogans are copyrighted. They couldn't actually slap them on there, but they wanted to honor the military relatives. Carolyn Hoffer underneath, working hard, gets fouled, and will go to the line for 2. So Brad Creek might have talked to the troops about the need to rebound better in the timeout between the first and second quarter. Carolyn Hoffer certainly rebounded well on that offensive board there. 3 players for Bishop Guertin had 3 points apiece in that first quarter. Of course, one of the players with 3 was Erin Carney right at the buzzer. Carolyn Hoffer scoring her first 3-pointer of the game earlier, had a free throw there. They get it back.
A bounce pass inside, very dangerous. Carney's going to let it fly, but her feet weren't set, and it was just not a good shot by her. You get a second chance, try to go down low, because I think they need to get Pinkerton in some foul trouble, John, before they end up in foul trouble themselves. They've got 17 fouls to Pinkerton's 4. They've got to go at Pinkerton. Oh, what?
Amanda Lemire finding the open teammate, maybe one pass too many though by Pinkerton.
Lemire should have, the open teammate should have gone up with the shot.
Yeah, that was Alicia D'Onofrio who received the pass from Lemire and was right underneath the basket, and her attempted bounce pass to a teammate goes out of bounds. Erin Carney was open for 3, and it doesn't go.
She has tried and tried and tried. I think they've got to take the ball to the basket.
Lemire driving, puts it up, straight up. D'Onofrio had it. Bree Wilcox, so heads up, took it away.
They are always looking to take the basketball away from you.
Carolyn Hoffer whips it into the corner. Carney gets it back to Bree Wilcox.
About it. See, if I'm Guertin, the only one I want taking threes right now is going to be Hoffer.
She's been hot from the 3-point stripe and
behind the back dribble.
Wilcox throws up a line drive, and Aaliyah Foreman.
Big rebound.
Huge rebound. Aaliyah Foreman's had 3 big rebounds so far in this game.
And that's exactly what Lanny Buskey does not want to let happen.
And she calls a timeout for Pinkerton. As we look in on the Pinkerton huddle, our cameraman up top is Tim O'Neill. Down on the floor, it's Frank Wall. And I'm John Collins along with Tom King. Our executive producer of Nashua ETV is right next to us here courtside, Pete Johnson. And we have some March gladness to be courtside. We thank the Southern New Hampshire University hosts for this great tournament, this great vantage point that we have. The semifinal game was tremendous as Bishop Guertin beat Bedford 52-50, ending Bedford's quest for an undefeated perfect season. That game is going to be hard to top, but it feels like so far
the intensity level of this game
is right there.
Lemire breaks the defense down by going right down the middle.
Hoffer hit the deck, but she's right back up. Inside, the alley-oop double team takes it away from Brooke Kane, and here's Anna Muchmore.
Contact at some point. No, she gets the foul.
Hannah Muchmore drew the foul. I can't say I saw a lot of contact. It looked like she went on the right side of the basket, and the defender was on the left side.
I think the referee anticipated it, but you know what? Muchmore's got to make that basket.
Yeah.
She's got to make it. She did one earlier in the 3-point play, and she shook her fist, pumped it, because she got what she wanted.
I think what you said was true. Anticipation of contact. She thought she was going to get hit, and it distracted her from what would have been an easy layup.
And the referee anticipated it and called it.
Yeah.
But it may not have actually taken place.
Easy to say when you can see a replay. Hannah Muchmore hits them. Both, and she got 16-8 now. The Cardinals don't look now, but they've doubled up the score on Pinkerton. That quickly.
It's because of the turnovers, John. That's really the only reason.
Brooke Kane got it underneath, but they kick it back outside.
See, look at that, the passing. What Guertin is very good at doing is controlling the passing lanes.
Pinkerton's been somewhat intimidated about putting the ball right up underneath the basket, Tom. They've had the ball underneath a few times and just not putting it up right away, and they missed opportunities. There's a kick save and a beauty by Bree Wilcox. Somebody made a nice grab, but that would end up in the 3rd row. And inbounding it now for the Astros, Madison Mahoney finds Alicia D'Onofrio. D'Onofrio finds herself all alone for a second, and takes advantage but can't get the shot to go.
No, and that's surprising to me because I think that's how Pinkerton can win this game.
Eric Carney saw a seam, then got double teamed and kicked it outside to Aaliyah Foreman. And now Carolyn Hoffer will slow it down a bit. Brooke Kane guarding her. Hoffer off a screen by Aaliyah and lays it in. Nicely done by the Cardinals. They're up 18-8. First double-digit lead of the state championship game. Clean steal. Hannah Muchmore had a great opportunity, and Aaliyah Foreman takes it away again. High bounce off the rim. Oh, an opportunity missed there.
Two of them are missed.
Two opportunities on the full court press by Bishop Guertin, producing
shot too
turnovers.
quickly. They should have pulled it back out and tried to figure out and try to break down the defense again.
Yeah, because they were.
Look at this! Look at this! Look at this defense.
Aaliyah Foreman.
It's tenacious defense.
Yes. Aaliyah Foreman will take a breather after that tremendous minutes that she played here in the second quarter. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Bishop Guertin with their biggest lead of the game as we speak, 18-8. Pinkerton desperately needing to get on a scoring track. Air ball from three-point territory. Hannah Muchmore to Ari O'Connell, gets it back to Carolyn Hoffer. Will she do the same play again? She goes off the screen. This time she pulls it back in the corner. Bree Wilcox backs it out. Hannah Muchmore, and now Bishop Guertin content to take some time off and look for a quality shot. Addie Smith, Carolyn Hoffer, Ari O'Connell, crisscross.
Muchmore's going to try to take it in.
Bounces it off, and a nice steal by the Astros. Madison Mahoney.
Want a foul.
D'Onofrio for two gets fouled.
Did get fouled. That's what you don't want to have happen, because they are in foul trouble. Every foul sends Pinkerton to the line, no matter what.
That's the 18th foul against Bishop Guertin. Of course, the basket counts.
Second one for Muchmore. Owens has got two.
Yep.
Muchmore is going to come out of the game. You probably won't see her until the second half.
Aaliyah Foreman checks back into the game.
That steal and that three-point play just gets Pinkerton right back into it.
I think Ava Owens is sitting right now because she's got two or three
two.
fouls.
She's got two.
All right, two. There's a turnaround. Pinkerton. Brooke Kane coming up big with that rebound and nearly put it back and in.
That's a big free throw miss. You want to convert that three-point play.
Carolyn Hoffer directing traffic. She could be playing her last organized basketball game.
Yes, how about that, huh?
As a senior, and she throws it off the glass. It doesn't go, but she got fouled. As Tom mentioned to me in the open introductions, probably the most popular athlete at Bishop Guertin.
I think she is.
And maybe ever.
I mean, I really do. I think she's extremely popular there.
And that's as much to do with her personality off the court, I understand. 2010. And you don't need 2010 vision to know that Bishop Guertin has doubled up Pinkerton on the scoreboard again. Pinkerton having difficulty scoring. Timeout by the head coach of Pinkerton, who saw a backcourt violation in the making there for not getting the ball over the half-court line in time.
And that's the press.
Devastating press of
what they do, John.
Bishop
You
Guertin.
know, it seems to work for them.
And again, BG and Pinkerton met in the final game of the regular season, a 12-point win for Bishop Guertin. Tom was at that game.
How about that, huh? Was that a game?
Yeah. Thought maybe Pinkerton would have a chance, but that was on Bishop Guertin's home floor, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And what happened was, I believe 55-43 the final, and Bishop Guertin took control in the third quarter and got up by 19. And Pinkerton just kept, you know, a little bit of a comeback here.
Amanda Lemire, who the Astros depend on, throws it into the corner. D'Onofrio. Lemire backs it out. D'Onofrio driving, then call her traveling.
Turnovers are killing Pinkerton right now, John.
First step before the dribble. Yeah, you're right. They're really struggling to get quality shots off for these turnovers. Carolyn Hoffer thought about a step back. Instead, Addie Smith for three off to the right. Hoffer tracks it down. And how did she find Erin Carney? She looked like,
look at this,
the Green Bay Packers quarterback underneath Aaliyah Foreman.
Roll to Foreman. Wow. What clinic being put on here right now.
And Pinkerton's going to turn it over again. Hoffer tried to bounce it off D'Onofrio. She missed. Three-point attempt.
Nope.
In and out. And the putback, finally they get it to go. That's Madison Mahoney underneath. Alley-oop, Hoffer up with it. Off the glass, no good. They let him play. There was contact. Carney. Foreman find a seam. Smith thought about shooting it. Instead, she tried to drive. And Erin Carney to her left finds an opening in the defense.
Boy, Carney can't buy a bucket except for that three-point shot.
Yeah, it was a quality attempt, but just the rim's not kind for Erin Carney right now.
No, it's not.
Still, BG's still up by 10. Pinkerton hits the deck. Brooke Kane wanted a call. She got tripped up over her own feet, as officials thought. Addie Smith with it. You can see the mouthpieces come out as these players kind of gasping. As good a shape as they're in, the pace has been something else. And Addie Smith will go to the line. She drove to the basket. 1:27 left in the first half. The story really has been BG's full court press, Pinkerton's turnovers, and their inability to shoot well. Just 12 points for the Astros through the first 14 minutes of action. And that's not going to do it as far as coming up with a championship game upset over Bishop Guertin, who continue to score. Addie Smith from the free throw line.
That's big, you got to hit those.
Yeah, 24-12, a 12-point lead, biggest of the game for the Cardinals. In the corner, three-point attempt, a blocked shot. Aaliyah Foreman got a hand on it, a clean deflection.
All right, they cannot get into their offense at all.
Sydney Lassard trying the three from the right corner. And Aaliyah Foreman, great elevation, got fingertips on that shot. Carney, Addie Smith looking for an open teammate. It's Foreman up top. In the corner, Aria O'Connell. Up top it goes to Addison Smith. Erin Carney just took an elbow in the forehead. She's trying to blink off the pain and look for the ball. Aria O'Connell way out top.
46 seconds left in the half. See if they can hold it for the rest
inside,
of it.
Carney.
Well, you got to take it if you get it, and she got it.
Bruised forehead and all, makes the lay-in. Two more for the Cardinals, up 26-12 with a half minute left in the first half. Driving, Brooke Kane. Gave up the shot, threw it out to the side. She probably should have taken that one. D'Onofrio's got it. She backs away
She's going to lane.
from Foreman. The catch and shoot by Lemire for three.
Big jumper.
Oh, they needed that. Pinkerton needed that. 10 seconds left. Erin Carney has it. Will she shoot another buzzer beater? Timeout. What do we have, a charge against Eliza Field? Got called for an elbow.
Yep.
Eliza Field frustrated by that call.
Yes, she is.
It gives Pinkerton the ball back.
She was in there for rebounding, John. That's why she's in there.
6.9 seconds remain. Pinkerton with a chance for the last shot now. Trailing.
Lemire's going to take it.
Lemire draws some contact and didn't get the foul call. And Foreman's going to shoot it. That was close. It would not have counted.
No, not accounting at all.
26-15. Bishop Guertin is going to take an 11-point lead into the locker room at halftime. Brad Greek talking to Erin Carney, who took a bump on the head and went to the basket and got 2 more points for the Cardinals to give them this 26-point total heading into the half. Sean Collins with Tom King, our camera crew, Tim O'Neill, Frank Wallen, will all be back with you for second half action. It is the state championship game. Bishop Guertin on track to make it a three-peat, their third state championship in a row. Can Pinkerton come up with the miraculous comeback? You will find out along with us after this quick break here on Nashua ETV.
Are your children in the right car seat for their age and size? Is the seat supposed to be forward-facing or rear-facing? Did they move to a booster seat too soon? It may be too late to check when you're on the road. Fortunately, you're on the couch. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Don't think you know. Know you know.
Welcome back, everybody, to courtside halftime of the state championship game 2018. Bishop Guertin leading Pinkerton by a score of 26 to 15, Tom. Brad Creek's got to be happy.
Well, he's got to be happy with the 9 Pinkerton turnovers. He's got to be happy with, you know, the balanced score. Hopper leads them with 8, and Carney and much more each with 5. What he's probably not happy about is the fact that Pinkerton is, you know, able to get to the line as much as they have. So, and also the rebounds are even at 19. So as far as Pinkerton, their leading scorer right now for the Astros, beating them, and they've got 2 players with 5 points, Brooke Kane and Amanda Lemire. If they both end up with 10 for the game, Brad Creek will be very happy.
Yeah, Amanda Lemire, number 12, wearing the Plexi Shield face mask, and Brooke Kane, also the tallest player out there for Pinkerton at 6 feet, number 3. Hannah Muchmore will inbound it to begin the second half as PG on the quest for the three-peat, looking for their 3rd state championship in a row, the 3rd in 3 years that Brad Creek has been the head coach. The record for consecutive state championships in New Hampshire is 5, held by both Nashua and by Winnicott. And with players like Aaliyah Foreman and Ava Owens on the team, Bishop Guertin has a shot. Ava Owens gets fouled as she goes toward the basket.
And she's probably saying, finally, you know?
Yeah.
She went to the line early in the game, but it took a while.
And she got called for 2 charges.
Right.
And her basketball twin, Aaliyah Foreman, really stepped up in the absence of Ava Owens in foul trouble. They have played tremendous basketball underneath with rebounds and steals, and also making shots like that free throw by Ava to give Bishop Guertin their biggest lead of the game back. They've led by 12 before. They could be leading by 13. Off to the right, though. Pinkerton did a good job of boxing out. Carolyn Hopper with the steal. She finds Erin Carney. Erin Carney stops, pops, misses. Bree Wilcox. Deflected shot out of bounds off of the Astros.
Cannot buy a basket.
Yeah.
You know?
Except for that three-pointer that she hit at the end of the first quarter.
She's getting great looks.
And she hit a lay-in, though, after getting hit in the head. Erin does have, what's she have for points? 5. She got 5 points. Travel.
Yep, there was contact, and Wilcox let it affect her.
So the Astros will inbound it. Near side, Jesse Ames with it. On the right, in the middle. Alicia D'Onofrio being guarded by Bree Wilcox. Goes to her left, D'Onofrio.
Wide open.
Kicks it out, and that is what Pinkerton needs. They need to hit their open shots. Jesse Ames for 2. A 10-point game, 27-17. Pinkerton's fans chiming in now with the defense chant. Good pass underneath, Hannah Muchmore to Erin Carney. What a play. Erin Carney with the catch and lay-in off the glass. Back to a 12-point lead for Guertin, who answer right back in the face of that defense chant. They find a way.
Guertin's just got to keep playing defense, and look at that. Nobody touched the ball in green. But the defense by Wilcox, with her waving arms and hands, really did the job.
I got a good look at that throwaway on Pete Johnson's tablet cam here at courtside. That's the view that we have across midcourt now. Erin Carney calling a play. Hannah Muchmore. Fake left, goes right, stops, pops, and overshot the basket, but right there for the rebound was Erin Carney. If it ever did hit the rim, I don't think it did. And now,
it did not, but this doesn't matter. There's no shot clock in New Hampshire.
Carolyn Hoffer to her right, double team, put it through the legs of a Pinkerton player. It grazed Brooke Kane, I think.
There was no reason for Carney to try to split the defense there.
Right.
You know, if it's not there, if you're doubled, let somebody who's open get the basketball.
Sydney Lassard, bounce pass, Amanda Lemire. Underneath Brooke Kane, layup drill, she goes baseline, exploits the opening, but still a 10-point lead for the Cardinals.
Yeah, but John, I'll tell you what, they keep giving up layups like that, it won't be 10 points for long.
Erin Carney with it to her left. Carolyn Hoffer. BG being a little tentative now on offense.
Hoffer they've got Kane on Hoffer, and that's a good move by Pinkerton.
Bree Wilcox with it.
Get the bigger body on Hoffer where she can't get off the dribble very well.
Erin Carney with another catch and shoot on a pass from Bree Wilcox, or Hannah Muchmore.
Boy, that's got to be frustrating for a defense. Carney moving well without the ball.
Yeah, Carney finding her scoring touch on those runners off the glass. Not easy shots either. Back to a 12-point lead. And Carolyn Hoffer got a lot of ball on that, but gets called for the foul. And to the line will go
Brooke Kane. That's her first. According to the board, that should be her first. Yep. Boy, John,
I think they said it's a second foul.
They only got one up there. Yep. One in the middle, one on the side. See?
I see that. Brooke Kane shooting free throws, trying to narrow it to a 10-point game again. Carolyn Hoffer and Bree Wilcox actually fought for that
the arrow's
rebound.
going to go Pinkerton's way. That's a great rebound.
Jump ball, possession arrow favors the Astros. There was no foul on the play.
No, when both players have the hands on the ball, they're going to let that contact go. And, you know, let the arrow tell you who's got it.
Brooke Kane gets the inbound from Madison Mahoney, hands it back to Madison, and gives it back. Kane will shoot a three, front rims it.
Pinkerton's not turning the ball over, but Wilcox on the break.
Bree slows it down and gets it back to Hannah Muchmore. I see Brad Creek calling something. To the right, Erin Carney. We sit two runners in a row, backs it up. Caroline Hoffer is swinging around to Muchmore. Inside, Carney trying from the left side.
Got fouled.
And she'll go to the line.
So what's happened with Carney is she figures, well, if I can't get a shot with the ball, I'm going to move without the ball.
Yeah.
And it's working.
Yeah, she's good at those runners where she kisses the ball off the glass and in. She did two from the right side. She was trying one from the left side there when she got fouled, and she's going to earn the 2 points, it appears, at the free throw line. Missed the second one. Ava Owens, great offensive rebound. Hannah Muchmore trying to make it hurt. Pinkerton with the loose ball.
Again, don't take a quick shot after you get that second chance rebound. Let some time take off and look for the good shot, make something of it. Oh, Lemire's caught here. Called timeout. Good, smart play.
Very demonstrative Pinkerton coach.
Lanny Buskey.
There's some frustration on her part. I think she feels the team's underperformed a bit here in the state championship game. Yes, we have our camera crew looking in on both huddles during the timeout. Frank Wallen peering in on Brad Creek and Bishop Guertin, and Tim O'Neill from up top looking in on Lanny Buskey and the Pinkerton Astros. who are trying to come up with some kind of strategy to get back in this game. A 12-point lead, exactly what Bishop Guertin won their one and only regular season meeting by in the last game of the regular season on February 23rd. Bishop Guertin won by 12, and then they went on the run in the playoffs. They defeated Nashua South, Merrimack, and then Bedford in that tremendous semifinal. A 2-point win that we covered here 2 days ago. Should mention that the boys Division I ice hockey game took place earlier today, and it was Hanover taking the state title. They defeated Bedford. Was it 2-1?
3. I believe it was 3-1.
3-1? Okay.
Not sure, John.
All right. And but it was Hanover. Heron Carney. Have my hands up, Tom. Trying to save your laptop. Carney, open hit.
Wow.
Aaron Carney.
What a second half for Carney.
I think she heard you about not being able to hit baskets because it's been nothing but
that was
points
2.
since.
That was only a 2.
That was 2,
yep.
He's had free throws, 3 twos made. Aaron Carney's got 12 points. 2-1 Hanover beat Bedford in the boys hockey
2-1,
final.
okay.
Yeah, we looked it up. A couple of heartbreakers for Bedford's girls basketball team and their hockey teams as they got eliminated by a total of 3 points. 1 goal in hockey and 2 points in basketball.
Pinkerton needs a run. See, they haven't been able to get a run.
And they need
the
Brooke
first
Kane to
quarter.
do it.
Impossible
She
shot.
just ran out of room.
Well, you go 1 on 3. You
Yeah.
know, that doesn't make sense to me.
Addison Smith and Aaliyah Foreman sandwiching Kane. There was nothing there. Bishop Guertin's Elizabeth Croak in the game, number 3, with Addie Smith playing some catch in the corner. Much more has it.
Yeah, they're giving Carney a break.
Catch and shoot, Bree Wilcox.
Wow.
Hits her first
They
three-point
start
attempt.
doing that, forget it. They start hitting from the outside, forget it. Good grief.
Bree Wilcox with confidence makes it a 17-point lead. The kick out, the 3-pointer for Pinkerton. Don't get the bounce. Addie Smith rebound. Bree Wilcox sprinting across half court. Gonna slow it down, back to Addie Smith. Much more with it. Bishop Guertin looking dominant right now. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, up by 17 in the state championship game. Addie Smith.
Get it in the hands of a good, oh, they're gonna call a foul.
Foul called on Jesse Ames, number 31.
I don't know about that. I thought that was an aggressive defensive play that they've allowed earlier in the game.
Yeah, I thought
Eddie Buskey feels the same way. But they needed to get the hands of the ball of somebody who can handle it.
Yes.
And they didn't have that.
Up top it goes. Elizabeth
Hoffer's going to go to the hoop. Nope.
Bounce pass into the corner. Everybody has touched the ball.
Travel on much more.
And much more. It's called for the travel.
That's tough. You hold the ball that long, you want to get something out of it.
Yes.
You get a 19-point lead. Whoa. Ooh.
Amanda Lemire to Brooke Kane. Kane trying to go one-on-one.
1-on-2 now.
Yeah. Quickly absorbed the double team. Driving.
Travel and
Jesse
got
Ames.
away with that. It's a gift, 2 points for Pinkerton right there.
Amanda Lemire finishes the possession with a basket, but Pinkerton still trails by 15. As BG could take some more time off with 1:20 to go in the third
They
quarter.
can take time off, but they've got to get some points.
Carolyn Hoffer bounced right back up. She tripped over somebody's foot and went down on her back.
So they need Carney. Carney was their offense, and now she's getting ready to check back in. They may hold the ball here for the rest of the quarter.
I actually thought I saw Brad Creek call for one more shot, and we have an offensive
See,
foul.
I think that they're taking too much time.
Yeah.
I think they've got to stay aggressive and go to the basket.
Just stick with what got
Yeah,
him here.
exactly. You know,
And what?
they're taking way too much time off the clock.
And where they are is 15 points out in front.
Yeah, you know what? They should be nice. They could have gotten baskets out of those 2 possessions.
Yep.
Instead, 2 turnovers.
15-point game.
Pinkerton's the one who's got to score quickly.
Every time.
Yep.
The Astros.
Again, yep. Oh, that is a cheap foul. I don't know about that.
And it's against Dario Connell. Or is that a push? I thought I saw him at 5.
That's O'Connell's 3rd.
Maybe it was. She's not on the floor. Is she?
Yeah, she's down there. No, she's down there.
Oh, there's number 3. Oh, that's Elizabeth.
Oh, Elizabeth Croak. Oh, is it?
Yeah, that was Addie Smith, I think, that got called for the foul.
No, number 3 got called for.
Oh, she did? Or was that Elizabeth Croak then?
Travel. Yep.
Yep. And now it's Pinkerton that took too long to shoot, and they turned it over.
But I think the reason they took too long to shoot, John, was the defense by Guertin.
Too good. 37-22. Bishop Guertin is up by 15. Elizabeth Croak checks out of the game, and back in comes Erin Carney, who leads all scorers with a dozen to match her uniform number. Erin Carney has played terrific here in the state final game.
Oh, he's looking for the dribble.
Off the screen by Ava Owens. Ava calling for the pick and roll there.
You're gonna have to shoot it right here.
Addie Smith shoots it.
Got it!
Hits
wow!
it.
And it's a 3! Oh my goodness! What a shot!
As time expires in the 3rd quarter, just as it expired in the 1st quarter, on an up note to say the least for Bishop Guertin with a 3-point shot made. You know, the Pinkerton fans try to get in the head of Bishop Guertin on that possession by counting down 3-2-1 3 seconds early. In other words, Bishop Guertin had an extra 3 seconds before Addison Smith shot it. I think she thought she was shooting it at the buzzer. It ended up working in the Cardinals' favor because Addie hit the shot. And it's an 18-point lead for the Cardinals.
Unbelievable.
If Brad Creek was just asking where are they inbounding the ball, he said on this side. That's the detail-oriented coach right there. 8 minutes to go in the championship game. New Hampshire Division I girls final. Bishop Guertin looking for their 3rd championship in a row, 3rd under Brad Creek in only 3 years coaching, and 4th as a team overall. In 2006, Pinkerton played Bishop Guertin in the state championship game in what was then Class L. Pinkerton won that game 42-24. What a different story.
That was a Friday night here. I didn't cover it, but that was the beginnings of BG's girls program being successful.
They took a baby step before they took some giant steps later on. And boy, they are on pace to...
Carney leads all scorers with 12.
Yep, and she's got the ball right now. And the game in her hands. Pinkerton needs to outscore Bishop Guertin by 12 in order to tie this thing.
You just don't like those odds,
yeah,
do
you do not. Yeah, here goes Carolyn Hoffer as she dribbles through everybody. Plays a little Bobby Orr keep away. To the basket, the block by Brooke Kane. The Pinkerton fans were booing. Brad Creek thought that should have been a foul called right there.
No contact, that's all.
I believe he thought that. He was right next to the official giving him an earful. Carolyn Hoffer inbounds it to Bree Wilcoxon. Good pass. Where only she could catch it. Hoffer driving, Carney now. BG crisscrossing. High percentage passes here. Let's see if they can get a high percentage shot.
John, they're saving a minute off the clock.
Yeah, we're already at the 7-minute mark remaining in the 4th quarter.
Unbelievable.
The Pinkerton fans don't like the four corners offense here. And
I don't know.
Hoffer's able to steal it back.
Timeout, yep. I'd be hesitant to do it because what happens is, if it works, you know, every time they try to take time off, they turn it over.
Yeah.
If you don't come away with some points and Pinkerton starts hitting threes, it's going to change and hurt. I mean, they could get right back in it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what happened at Guertin. Pinkerton started hitting from the outside, and they got back in the game. I think if you're the Cardinals, you've got to stay aggressive offensively.
I don't know if Tanya McLeod is going to walk through that door, Tom, but once upon a time in 1992, the record for Division I at Class L in a tournament game, 7 3-pointers in one game.
For Londonderry.
For Londonderry in 1992, Tanya McLeod. As a team, let's see, 3-pointers. One team final game, 7. Alvern versus Nashua, 2003. Doesn't say which team did it. They're both listed. I guess they both did it. They must have matched each other for threes in that game, Alvern and Nashua in 2003. 7 apiece. Bree Wilcox has it. Carolyn Hoffer. 1:20 has gone by.
Hoffer traveled, yep. Again,
you called it.
You gotta start being more aggressive, I think, and take the ball to the basket.
And yet, if you take 1:20 off the clock,
every
no
possession.
points every possession.
Oh, look at this.
Ava. Is that Ava Owens? It is. Nice steal. And a shot. Missed. Owens rebound. Puts it up. No good. Bree Wilcox got fouled.
3 rebounds.
And Pinkerton really had a fail there on the defensive board to give Bishop Guertin so many chances.
That's the one thing where BG is playing pretty well today, is on the boards.
And it changed after the first quarter, you know.
If I take a look after 3 quarters, they have out-rebounded Pinkerton 26-22.
And I bet you it was a different story in the first quarter with the rebounds.
In the first quarter, it was 13-7 in favor of Pinkerton.
How about that? I'm telling you, Brad Creek talked to them in the break between the first and second quarter.
Had to.
And that got turned around quickly. And changed the game. Pinkerton trying to score their first points in the fourth quarter, and they do. Alicia D'Onofrio in an eye blink goes down court and lays it in. Trying for the backcourt steal, Brooke Kane get called for the foul. Carolyn Hoffer's got some sure hands. It's tough to pick her pocket, as Brooke Kane tried to do. That is the 15th foul against, that's 15th foul against Pinkerton.
That's the one thing that BG has done very well in this half. They haven't gotten into too much foul trouble. Pinkerton has got to,
Hoffer, nobody in front of her, and she knows what to do. Carolyn Hoffer with 10 points now.
John, I hate to say it, but 5:53 left and a 20-point Guertin lead. You gotta like their chances.
You sure do. And you know what? They're almost returning the favor from 2006. We're about the same score. Reversed. Carney tried.
John Collins, NHIA historian. Oh, look at that. Trying to get too fancy. Wilcox realized she was out of room for the shot, knew that Owens was behind her, but just Owens wasn't expecting it.
Brooke Kane going one-on-one against. And there's a foul called.
I'll tell you what though. If you're holding Pinkerton to 24 points with 5:21 to go, what's winning you this basketball game?
Yeah.
What's winning you this basketball game? If you're holding Pinkerton, exactly.
As it won
everything all year.
It won them the third quarter against Bedford. That was the difference in the game.
Yep.
2 days ago. Owens inbounds it after the make. And we got another backcourt foul against Pinkerton. That'll be 6.
Well, they're trying to do that on purpose, John, so they can get PG to the line and try to exploit that weakness maybe. Or get some turnovers. They've got nothing to lose now. It's an 18-point game.
Lanny Buskey's not happy with the officiating right now for some reason.
Full court pressure and a foul.
I think you just said that's not a foul. It's going to be a 1-and-1. There was a double team on the ball. Bree Wilcox was trying to squeeze through the double team, and there was a little bit of contact, but Coach Buskey thought it was not a foul. And it looks like the officials having a discussion with the senior on the court, Sydney Lassard, who's trying to respectfully disagree with the official underneath the basket. They call that foul. Wilcox hits. 45-26. 5:16 remaining. And Bree missed the second one. Brooke Kane rebound. Kane outside the three-point arc. Amanda Lemire, the catch and shoot off the back rim. And Carolyn Hoffer got decked as she passed the ball, and they will call that foul, and she will go to the line. Carolyn Hoffer, who is Cool Hand Luke under pressure from the free throw line, not the one you want to foul. It's a 1-and-1. The first free throw would be live. It doesn't go.
Oh, in and out. Goes to Pinkerton.
Out of bounds off of Ava Owens, so it is Pinkerton's ball. And that time, the backcourt foul succeeds.
Gotta shave, gotta keep the lead about 15 at least, and shave 3 minutes off the clock, and then you can take it home. Double dribble.
And you can't do it that way.
That referee is a turnover. He's the turnover ref. That's all he's called.
Oh, it's this guy.
No, he's called most of it. Look at
Erin
this.
Carney trying to track down the touchdown pass. Got a second chance and makes it. You cannot give Erin Carney a second chance at a lay-in. 14 points for Carney to lead all scorers. Erin Carney, who fought through an injury to get back into the uniform in the playoffs, Tom, correct?
Bad ankle sprain against these same Astros. Wilcox and Carney.
Wow. I would have never known that Wilcox was hurt the way she's playing.
Well, she came back a little sooner than Carney did. They held Carney out until the Bedford game, until the semifinals.
Stopping for a two-point shot in the corner, doesn't go for Jesse Ames. Rebound, Bree Wilcox stumbles out of the traffic with it. Shielding the ball with her body, hands it off to Hannah Muchmore, who gets fouled.
Yeah, now it's just going to be a free throw contest.
Yeah.
PG is going to have to hit them, at least get a point out of every foul line trip.
Right.
You know?
And it's 9 fouls.
Brad Creek is going to call timeout here.
Brad wants to talk it over.
About the final 4.5 minutes of this game, 4:23 in this game.
When the Bishop Guertin team came out of the locker room after the halftime break, led by Brad Creek out onto the floor, they were greeted by the Bishop Guertin fans like conquering heroes. I mean, Brad didn't want to hear it. There was still another half to be played, but you got to say that it was deserved. I mean, they played a tremendous first half. There was no reason to think they wouldn't keep it going.
Right.
Bedford came within 2 points in the final minute, I think it was, Tom. They had the ball with a chance to tie.
I thought Bedford had a chance to win that game.
They did. They came very close.
They missed shots down the stretch, and also a big turnover, the cross-court pass.
Yes.
It went out of bounds. That killed them right there.
That was the biggest scare that Bishop Guertin had in the playoffs. They beat South, they beat Merrimack, they beat Bedford, and now they look like they're on the way to a rout of Pinkerton here in the championship game.
I'm stunned by this rout. I really am. I'm sure Andy Buskey is too.
I just chalk it up to
I did not expect this at all.
I just chalk it up to a team that stayed hungry in Bishop Guertin with the defense.
Got to start making free throws.
They never stopped working on defense.
It's not over yet, John. If they don't make their free throws, it's still, you know.
That's right, too. And if Pinkerton starts hitting some shots, Hannah Muchmore.
That's the problem, too, is Pinkerton's not making shots here.
Hannah Muchmore.
Look at Hoffer, the senior, says, I'll take it myself.
And she's going to take it back out.
And now they're going to start to shave off time. It's under 4 to go. with 21-point lead. Now I can see them starting to try to take 30, 40, 50 seconds off the clock every possession. Force Pinkerton to foul them again.
Lee Wilcox with it. Carolyn Hoffer daring somebody to foul her. They'll foul
Get rid of the ball.
Oh, it looked like that was a foul, but they let him play.
Let him play, yep.
Yeah, Lee Wilcox gives it to Hoffer.
Look at this now, it's 3:29 to go in the game. Almost off her leg. Connie's gonna go, I thought she was gonna go to the basket. First quarter, she drives to the basket there, if it's the first quarter.
This is like a choreograph.
There's the foul. She had to almost pick her up.
And you know, they could have done that almost a minute earlier.
They should have done it a minute earlier.
Ava Owens about to check back into this game. Addison Smith can continue to cement.
Oh, gotta make those free throws. I'm telling you, this is the.
Hey, you said they only need to make one, so.
Well, gotta get at least one every time, every
so
trip.
She's got a chance to make this one.
See, they're out of the one-on-one now. See, they're in the
bonus.
You know, so
yeah, 10 team fouls against Pinkerton.
That helps. That's it. 22-point lead.
22 points in their 22nd game of the season.
And they're still putting on the pressure. Look at that, see? That's all full court press. That's what that is.
Yeah, that is ultimate frustration.
The full court
for the
press,
Astros.
either they take it from you or you give it to them, one way or the other. That's how it works.
So after all that work to get the ball back, they throw it away.
Now this is good pressure on the inbounds by Pinkerton.
Yeah.
Forcing it much more to have to come back for the ball.
Much more.
You know what?
Skill across half
you want her, Hoffer, or Carney with the basketball.
Addie Smith to Carney.
2:49 to play in the game. 22-point lead. I think you can pretty much say.
Yeah.
That it's going to be a three-peat for this group.
It's a countdown to the three-peat right now. Foul committed by Alicia D'Onofrio, and to the line, Bree Wilcox with 2:36 remaining, up by 22. Bree Wilcox, who has 6 points in the game, only 1 foul. She had 5 fouls and fouled out of that Bedford game. I did see the replay when she fouled out, and it looked like Mia Roy just tripped and fell, and Bree Wilcox was in the neighborhood.
Yep.
And she had put her hands on her head like, what? And then the replay, you can see why. But her team won 52-50. They live to fight another day, and what a show they have put on here in the final. At the 50-point plateau now, Bishop Guertin, 50-26, they lead it. Pinkerton needs to shoot quickly, and they need to make it. And it's not happening.
It's all over, John.
I would say so, Tom.
Too bad for Pinkerton. I mean, I expected a much different game, but you know, they were that three-pointer by Carney. Boy, I'll tell you, that just seemed to, all of a sudden it started to run. It was 16-8, 18-8, and it just was over. You know?
On a Saturday, March 10 of 2018, as we count it down to now the 2-minute mark for Bishop Guertin, away from their 3rd straight state championship. And 3rd straight, I might say, for Caroline Hoffer, who has the ball right now, the senior. Doesn't plan to play college ball. As a basketball fan, I say that's a shame. But how about going out on top?
Another good ball player that isn't
Brooke Kane, nice steal, and puts it up and in. Brooke Kane with the play of the game for the junior.
What you don't want to do is give them the extra point.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, right.
So,
Brooke Kane, who will be on the court for Pinkerton next season as a senior.
Another player in the area that's Joanna Balsamo. She is the best player for Hollis Brookline, and they won the state championship here last night. She's not going to play in college either. She's going to be studying nursing, and she says that's it, done. Almost a turnover.
Interesting, yeah. Carolyn Hoffer Going to the
go.
basket,
Yeah,
why not?
You know, why not?
Yeah.
Get those points back. Get the clear lane.
Recognizing that the Pinkerton had abandoned underneath the hoop.
Right.
Guertin. They're going to call a block on Caroline.
And now it will be a mass exodus of the starters.
Brad Creek is going to give an opportunity for each girl to come off individually. I think that's what's going to happen.
No, I think they're coming all out at once, John.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right. Carolyn Hoffer gets the hug from Brad Creek, Kyle Tave, Christy Hayner. What a career. 3 state championships for Caroline Hoffer. She was the MVP of the tournament for them in her senior season. I'm going to say it. She was the MVP. 1:16 to go in the game. Ari O'Connell in the game.
Fake those shots as my celebration.
Yeah. Gabby Souza's out there. Liza Fields.
Timeout for Pinkerton, their final timeout probably of the season with 1:16 to go.
Emily Fulton on the court for
John,
Bishop
I'll
Guertin.
tell you, I'm going to be honest. I thought Pinkerton had a real good shot here.
Really?
But to win this game,
Yep.
I did. But I also have to be honest the other way. I just looked at this as Bedford's year. I thought this was going to be Bedford's year. They had all the seniors. It was all lined up.
Yep.
And what a great win for BG the other night. And, you know, once you get a win like that, you got to carry it over. And they did.
Yeah. So a timeout on the floor with 1:16 to go. A lot of smiles in the BG huddle, as you would imagine. Some grim expressions on the Pinkerton side. But once Bishop Guertin got by Bedford, they were not going to let down. That's what Brad Creek told me in the pregame, and it's proven to be true. Liza Field got decked.
It's a good thing they start something there.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been good.
She didn't like that. Liza thought.
No, but she did the right thing. She got helped up by the
Yeah.
Pinkerton kids and she walked away. So that's the way to go.
So Liza Field will go to the line with 1:15 to go. Bishop Guertin is up by 21 points, 52-31, as Liza shoots free throws.
Last time this team lost was in late January, the weekend before the Super Bowl, the off weekend. They lost on a Saturday afternoon at Mercy High School of Connecticut, of Bloomfield, Connecticut.
That's 2 months ago?
And that day, Brad Creek said, "We have arrived." He liked what he saw in their competitiveness. He said, "I think today we arrived as a basketball team." And John, I don't know anybody who knows his players better than as a coach than Brad Creek, because he was absolutely right. They haven't lost a game since.
Are you sure hockey was his first sport?
Hockey was what he played.
Wow. He's a good coach. Ari O'Connell dribbling out the string here at 30 seconds left to go. Now with it is Gabby Souza. Ari O'Connell, and it goes across midcourt, and it'll be Pinkerton ball. 18 seconds remain in the state championship game before the celebration will begin for Bishop Guertin, leading 54-31. Up by 23 points. Brooke Kane announcing that she will be heard from next season. Once again, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. That will do it. Bishop Guertin, New Hampshire, Division I girls basketball champions for the 3rd straight season. High fives between Pinkerton and Bishop Guertin. PG with a dominant performance. In 2006, Pinkerton played Bishop Guertin in the state final. That was PG's first ever appearance in the championship game. Pinkerton won the game by 20. 12 years later, Bishop Guertin met Pinkerton again in the state championship game. PG 54, Pinkerton 34, a 20-point victory for Guertin. Stay with us for post-game interviews here at Southern New Hampshire University as they hand out the hardware. We'll be talking to Coach Brad Creek and some of the Bishop Guertin players. Stay with us here for post-game of the 2018 state championship game on Nashua ETV.
Hey, look, it's those guys.
What's up? What's happening today?
Let's do those pearly whites, man.
Yeah. The boys, check it.
Ooh, cute.
Are you good to try?
I'm fine.
Hey girl, what's up? What's the name? What's good? What's up?
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Sir, go and step out of the vehicle for me.
Yes, sir. See ya, buddy. Today, Sean's got a hearing. We'll see how it goes. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
Assistant coach SNHU. Now, members of the Pinkerton Academy team. Number 3, Brooke Kane. Number 10, Alicia D'Onofrio. Number 12, Amanda Lemieux. Number 14, Madison Mahoney. Number 20, Melissa DeMoro. Number 21, Mackenzie Dolan. Number 23, Sophia Riccio. Number 24, Brooke Susan. Number 25, Isabella Bourget. Number 31, Jesse Hayes. Number 32, Allison Angels. And number 35, Cindy Assad. Manager Emily Manana. Congratulations to Pinkerton Academy for an outstanding season.
I'm just going to move over here so I'm not alone.
Now, Coach Brad Creek will accept the award.
Down on the court post-game, Bishop Guertin wins their third state championship in a row. And Pete Palladino, the athletic director for Bishop Guertin, how's it feel?
You know, I never get tired of it. You know, you love to see kids work hard, and when they put it all together and they win, you know, a tip of the hat to them and the coaches. They work so hard all year long. You know, if the game's scheduled, I'd like to win it. So we got here, we played, and the kids did all the work. They really worked hard all year. So,
pardon my not knowing, were you AD or at Bishop Guertin in 2006?
No, I didn't get here until 2012, actually.
Okay, yeah, but I was going to mention 2006, Pinkerton defeated Bishop Guertin by 20 points in the state championship game. And here we are 12 years later. So I'd say Bishop Guertin's basketball program's taken some giant strides in the last decade, right?
Yeah, the girls program has really gone leaps and bounds. A few years ago when Scott Hazelton was the coach, it really started to get its stride. And then when we brought Brad in, I think this is his third year, just phenomenal. They're into the stratosphere. And most of those girls who contributed so much in the game today are sophomores. You know, Caroline Hoffer just had 2 great games down the stretch as well, so I'm so happy for her as a senior. To close her career like that, it's fantastic. And then, like I said, there's so many sophomores who are just the nucleus, so you know, I don't want to jinx myself, but I hopefully we'll be back here the next couple of years.
Well, I just want to say Nashville TV thanks you for allowing us to cover the games. You have so many good teams in so many sports. You should be congratulated, Pete.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for your coverage. We really appreciate it every time we see you here. I wish we could do more, but when you come and to the games at our place, we love to have you there, and we'll try to roll out the red carpet for you and find a space for you. We love to have you. So
appreciate it. Pete Palladino, AD for Bishop Guertin. John Collins down on the court, Peter Strinesty, the principal, and Linda Broder, the president of Bishop Guertin. Who's the biggest basketball fan between the two of you guys?
We both like the game. Linda's had a long time through the cheerleading program, being involved in the program. She helps a lot with the concessions and things like that. I tend to be in the corner in the court, you know, with the fans and such, so we're both big fans.
Yeah, so Linda, 3 state championships in a row. That's pretty special.
That's incredible. It's quite a tribute to our kids, our team, and our program. And coach, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do you have any kids that played basketball of your own?
I do. I have 2 daughters who are 6-footers, so they both played basketball. My son's 6'5". Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we were very much involved in basketball.
I could have used some of that height. What happened? No, congratulations. It's very exciting.
Great kids too. Amazing kids. And Caroline Hoffer, our senior, was just an incredible kid on and off the field. We're going to miss her a lot. She's a great kid, a super leader, and a role model. If you want your kids to be like someone, you want your kids to be like Caroline Hoffer.
Well said, Linda. And Peter, you get to be principal for how many years now?
This is just my 4th year at BG, so 3 of the 4 we've had a girls basketball championship, and we're really excited about the team. They really work hard. They've built the right way, and we're proud of Coach Creek and the girls. It's a great representation of the school.
All right, pop quiz for the principal. What's the most state championships that any school's ever won in a row in New Hampshire?
In basketball, is it 3?
It's 5 for Nashua and Winnicott. But you know what? Bishop Guertin's got a shot.
Close. Well, we've got a lot of great sophomores coming through, so we're looking forward to some great years ahead.
I think it depends on the quality of the principal, whether they can make it to 5.
Oh, I don't know. I think a lot more to do with the players and the coaching staff, so it's all on them. So, yeah, they did a great job.
Peter and Linda, thank you for talking with me, and congratulations on another state championship.
Thank you very
much. Thank you.
Post-game, 3rd championship in a row for Brad Creek. I can't believe that hockey was your first sport.
It was. It was really my only sport, to be honest with you. You know, boy, the kids are great today. They were great. You know, I was kind of telling a little white lie before the game to you about, you know, the fact that we knew they were going to bounce and so forth. They were exhausted at practice yesterday. Just coming off of that emotional win on Thursday night. They were physically spent, and they were mentally just worn out yesterday at practice. I can't say enough about how, you know, between 5 o'clock yesterday and today, they just figured it out. They got their composure back. They got a little energy back in them. And, you know, I think I said to you before the game, we may have to play our best game of the year to win this thing. I think we just played our best game of the year.
I would agree. They were tremendous on defense in the first half. What you just told me about the exhaustion, it was not evident by the way they came out. There was no letdown. And I think Pinkerton was rattled. Pinkerton, for what they've put up during the season, I think they underperformed a little bit, and that was a credit to BG's defense, I think.
Yeah, no, a lot of credit to Coach Buskey and that Pinkerton team. I'm not sure they underperformed. I think they came out. I thought they were ready to play. I just think our kids executed really, really well, played with tremendous energy, tremendous poise, made good decisions. You know, we've not been a great half-court offensive team all year long. I thought in the 3rd quarter we had 3 or 4 possessions in a row where, you know, we got what we wanted, largely because we were patient, got to the rim, and just, you know, scored the ball pretty well. They made a little run there, and we just kept answering back. So I think just a credit to the kids. They've really grown up throughout the year. I was telling Tom, you know, I think, you know, when we started fall open gyms, I think we had 3 kids that even had a driver's license in the program. So, you know, we've come a long way with these kids. They've really grown up, and we've watched them grow, certainly on the court. I think a lot of people can see that, but just the way they've grown up off the court and matured and so forth has been, you know, just a pleasure to watch all year long.
That sums it up. A pleasure to watch all year long. Brad Creek, congratulations on your 3rd championship in 3 years. Are you going to come back next year?
If they have me back, I'll be back.
I bet they will. I bet they will. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Post-game with Caroline Hoffer, who's got the spoils of the victory. This is a championship plaque. Your 3rd championship in 3 years, Caroline. You're a senior. I think you were the tournament MVP. How does it feel?
It feels surreal right now, trying to take in every last moment, but it feels really good.
Yeah, are you sure we can't talk you into playing basketball somewhere next year?
I don't know, maybe club or something, but
yeah, club. There's options, right? But you're going to Providence?
Providence College. Yep.
We wish you the best there. What are you going to study there?
Business.
Okay. Well, you were all business in the second half, especially. It was somewhat pressure on you guys to. I mean, the strategy obviously was to take time off the clock, but there's always maybe a danger of throwing the ball away or not getting out of your rhythm that got you to a 15-point lead, right?
Yeah, there's definitely that danger. Yeah. We practiced situations at the end of practice as the season went on, so trying to get comfortable with different scenarios, but we've done in the past 2 games, especially against Bedford 2 and today, we were able to finish, which is good.
You know, Tom King was talking about Bishop Guertin had a weakness in the long-distance shooting game before the semifinal, but then you started hitting threes. I think you proved him wrong a little bit.
We were working on zone all week because we knew Bedford would run that, so we knew we had to take the open shots.
Right. And you know, that said, in the delay game that you were playing at the end, the Pinkerton came out so much, and you saw there was an opening, so you did a layup in the middle of all that, and that was kind of a dagger too. So, just congratulations on a tremendous season.
Thank you. Yeah. It feels really good to go out this way.
And yeah, you earned a celebration tonight. Carolyn Hoffer, the MVP of the tournament, state champion for the 3rd year in a row, a senior. just going out on top. We are here after the championship game with a couple of the state champion team members. This is Erin Carney, Hannah Muchmore. Hannah's got the net around the neck. I've seen that on TV. That must feel good.
Yeah, it does. It feels great.
When are you going to take it off?
Never.
Tomorrow? Next week? Never. Okay. Erin, I have to say, I heard that you had an injury at some point late in the season, and what was it?
I sprained my ankle in the last regular season game. Actually, it was against Pinkerton. So my first game back was semis, actually.
Oh, yeah. So you missed the Nashua South game, sprained your ankle in the Pinkerton game. Wow, you bounced back in a big way. You led all scorers in this one.
Yeah, it felt good. We all wanted to just play for Hoff, and because this was our last game, so that was a little extra motivation.
Yeah, Carolyn Hoffer. How about playing with Carolyn? What's it been like, Hannah?
It's been great. We couldn't have done it without the great leader she is.
Yeah. The shots that you made in the game, one of the ones that struck me, I don't know do you practice it when you're running toward the basket and you're throwing it up off the glass? Is that something you practice?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Because you tried to do it from the left side also, and you got fouled on that. I thought that was like one of the difference makers in the game was those three sequences where you made two this way, you made one that way, and it just got the team going.
Yeah, I think our plays really help us, the flow of the offense to keep us going, and they weren't catching on, so we just kept going with it.
All right, pop quiz. Bishop Guertin's got great students. What's the most state championships that any school in New Hampshire has won in a row? Anybody?
5.
Oh, who got it, you know?
I have no idea.
That's right. 5 is right.
No.
So Nashua, I think it was Nashua before the split.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and also Winnicott did it. Now, you guys are young. Your team is good. You have a chance to do that, but I know you have to take it one game at a time. Yeah. But it's got to feel good. You got to have a target on your back next season, though, right?
Yeah, it feels good to go 3 in a row.
Yeah. And there was no letdown after the Bedford game. How'd you do that? I mean, it must have been exhausting to win that game, 52-50.
It was just teamwork. If we didn't have each other, we wouldn't have won that game.
Yeah. Well, you definitely got an adrenaline rush and you stepped up. Congratulations, Erin. Congratulations, Hannah. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
State champions. That'll do it. 54-34, a 20-point victory for Bishop Guertin, their 3rd straight championship in a row, Tom.
And I think the common theme in all three, John, is defense. That's what they did all 3 championships. They played great defense today. They held Pinkerton to 34 points. What did Pinkerton score? A 56 in the semifinal win over Memorial. That's the difference with this team and other teams. They play swarming defense, and it's frustrating for other teams. Plus, they rebounded well. If you rebound and you play defense, the offense will come, and that's what Brad Creek, the Cardinals head coach, has preached all season long. It worked today. And, hey, I didn't expect them to win a championship going into this tournament. I thought Bedford was the team. They beat them the other night. They had to add a little offense to it to get, in a 52-50 game. But today, defense was the story, 54-34.
Congratulations to the Bishop Guertin Cardinals basketball team. The girls are champions for the 3rd year in a row. From Southern New Hampshire University, for Tom King, I'm John Collins. For Frank Wallen and our cameraman Tim O'Neill and executive producer Pete Johnson, thank you for watching, and good night, everybody.